name is Bob Boche, coming to you from Old Town Mariposa, and we are doing the show in our 3MC studio in the historic Mariposa Hotel in the heart of Old Town, downtown Mariposa. This show is being brought to you by Bet's Gold Coin, our family-friendly sports tavern and restaurant, where you can dine under the clipper ships. This is a really unique restaurant, tavern, and at any rate, I have with me today a new friend that I've learned quite a bit about, Ken Boche.
Yes, nice to be here.
Ken?
I'm doing well, thank you.
And Ken's going to talk to us a little bit about Ever Better Communities.
I am.
So, just a little bit about you, Ken. You've been in Mariposa for a few years now.
Yeah, I've lived here twice. I came after grad school. In grad school, well, actually, I started coming up to Yosemite as a rock climber.
Mm-hmm.
And as a rock climber, I fell in love, of course, with Yosemite. And when I left graduate school after studying geography, I came to Mariposa because I would be close to Yosemite, which was home. And at that time, I was teaching field classes for the University of California at Santa Cruz, taking students backpacking into Yosemite for 2 months at a time.
Oh, tough life.
Yeah, it's been a tough life, I have to say. But someone's got to do it.
And I appreciate your commitment.
Yeah, and I wrote my master's thesis on forest and meadow relationships in Yosemite high country, so I could teach the students what was really going on there.
And Ken, you have kind of a unique business.
I do. It's a tour business, and I take visitors into the park and give them an intimate, personalized tour of the park and its human and natural history, its rock climbing history. We visit Indian kitchens with real baskets that were handed down to me from my great-grandmother, and I would give them a really good
So this is
tour.
This is a unique experience.
Yeah, it is.
Not many people in even Mariposa have that intimate of contact with Yosemite.
Yeah, that's true. And my great uncle is Galen Clark, who was the first guardian. That's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, they're doing a show with Galen Clark up at the auditorium in Yosemite. I'll be talking about that a little later on our What's Up Mariposa show. But
that'd be
maybe
Pete Devine from Yosemite Conservancy.
Yes,
he does an acting job
Uh-huh.
and I've seen him do it. So anyway, it's a great presentation he does.
Well, that's great. We'll have to talk more about this later. But I want to talk a little bit about the Ever Better community. Now, you've been involved with, we have the Ever Better Community 3 coming up here this weekend, right?
2. It's Ever Better Community 2 this weekend.
2?
Yeah, we had 1 3 years ago, Ever Better Community 1. We had, and that was a sort of a public presentation by all the groups that have resources to offer the citizens here. You
know, I've learned a little bit about this from you and a couple of others, and you have some strong advocates for this program. The purpose of it is, of course, to make our community our unique community better. But the way this came about, it's kind of unique. This was invented in Mariposa?
Well, I think this is the first time that open space technology has been brought to Mariposa. And open space technology it sounds really complicated, but it's actually really simple. As most people know, a conference is set by a steering committee, and they invite speakers and topics, and it's all set before the first people arrive. This conference is different in that there is no set agenda. There's only the open space technology process that will create the agenda.
Okay.
And everybody in the community is invited, not only to the conference, but to create a discussion around a topic that they are passionate about. I know there are people in this community that are passionate about a wide range of things that the future can bring if we go about it in a systematic, planned way.
Yes.
And so the idea, the theme of the conference is, what do we want the county and town of Mariposa to look like, and how do we get from where we are to where we want to be?
And that's a big challenge.
It is a big challenge.
And you have a tentative idea about the kinds of things that might come up?
Well, yeah, I personally, because I've been a rock climber here, I would like to see a Yosemite Climbing History Museum here in the town of Mariposa, partly because the park, while it's appropriate to have one in the park, the space there and the bureaucracy is such that it's, it doesn't,
The park is a natural setting, and I've had some discussions over the years with several people over the role of the park as opposed to an entertainment center, and the conflict between trying to keep natural things natural and the need to educate and inform people through more modern or civilized type of facilities and demonstrations. But and they've been doing that a little bit in other communities. But the idea of developing other programs that would fit into this agenda of yours.
Well, yeah, I mean, in terms of what I expect people will be talking about, I know someone wants to do ballroom dancing, and there's no place for ballroom dancing, but she wants to connect with other people in the community who want to get a ballroom dancing thing going, and it's got nothing to do with Yosemite, but it has to do with the future of Mariposa and what she would like to see for her and her children.
Art venues are a big thing in Mariposa.
Yeah.
Any other ideas that you've heard about? I know that I got an invitation about my agenda, which is multimedia, community television. We've got the KRYZ radio station.
That came out of the same group of people that came up with EverBetter Community 1 and 2, that radio station. We shared a fundraiser with them at the old 6th Street Cinema.
Okay.
And they got half of that.
And the 6th Street Cinema, which was a great venue 3 or 4 years ago, and now has passed away, and we're hoping to revive that in some ways. But at any rate, Ken, I'm really looking forward to this. I have another commitment, so I can't be there, but I have some friends that will be. And I would really like to hear what comes out of it, and maybe we can get together at a later show and talk about a little bit of what resulted from this community. This is a community gathering, in a sense.
Yes, it is.
To talk about where we want to go with our community.
Yeah, there will be a summary on the everbettercommunity.org website, and there'll be and then there'll be a way to go from there to the discussion groups that are going to move forward.
Well, it sounds like a theme for another show.
Yeah.
At any rate, I really appreciate you being here.
Well, I was glad to be invited, and nice to see you again, and sure we'll see you
And for you
soon.
folks out there, thank you very much for joining us today, and I'll be talking to you again soon.